Mike.
Your cat's senile?
Yeah. Sometimes. His brain doesn't work so good.
I think,
He just stares at me sometimes like, I feel like he's going to attack, but then he just flops over.
Yeah. I think cats are actually the dumber species.
No.
I think it's an illusion put on by their stoicism.
Yeah.
I think it's the illusion of intelligence.
They always beat the dog in a fight, though.
Yeah,
Time.
totally. It's because the dog's too sensitive. Exactly. They're too sensitive.
He whacked my face.
Yeah.
He whacked my face, like my shoulder maybe, not my face.
I brought my friend's dog over once. That sounds weird. Like I brought his dog and not him. He brought his dog over to my house.
Makes sense, yeah.
And my cat got loose because we were trying to contain him.
Oh, boy.
Got a hold of this dog
And just beat him up.
by the jowl with the
Hooked
claw.
him.
Yeah.
Like a fishing accident.
And then the dog for the rest of the night was paralyzed with fear. He was trying to...
Oh, no. Not again.
He was trying to get like up on the couch,
Uh-huh.
but he wouldn't move his back legs. So he just stiffened like a board and couldn't like
So stupid.
somebody needed to like scoop up
I'm
his...
paralyzed. It doesn't work anymore.
So anyway,
Yeah.
you said you got your blood drawn.
Yes.
And
This was her face.
that's
I'm,
so
I'm
weird,
like,
man.
hi, how are you? I'm
Yeah.
all nice.
Yeah.
How you doing? Super, I'm great. And she's
Yeah.
like, she's like this tall, 30 pounds.
Mm.
The rest of them were fats.
What age? Was she young or old? Middle-aged?
36.
Too young to be grumpy, I would say.
They were talking, all these blood ladies, they're like, next to me, like, while they're not giving me any attention, while I'm laying there bleeding out in a chair.
Yeah.
Man, I was just scratching scratchies, and I scratch and scratch and scratch. I just don't win, and I don't win, and I don't win. And then Nancy was like, "Oh, you're gonna win any minute." And then what do you know? $100. And then that was it. But they were like going on, and that was the whole story. I just summed it up in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It took them like 20 minutes.
Well, something about phlebotomists. I've had some bad run-ins with some phlebotomists.
Lobotomists?
I wish. I would have preferred to have gotten a lobotomy than a phlebotomy.
I think they might have scrambled me up a little bit. Light scrambling.
Wait, isn't that supposed to go in my arm vein?
I feel so relieved.
The pressure is just leaving my skull.
All my bad feelings turned into good feelings.
My consciousness is leaking out.
Oh no, they can hear my thoughts. They're so bad.
I was what was it for? I was trying to get some blood work done
For the beatus.
and I went to the wrong. There were two blood draw places pretty close to each other, and I went
Like
to the wrong one.
Ecolab versus Quest Diagnostics.
They were both Quest.
Oh,
That's what
boy.
it was. And so I went to the wrong one first, and then it made me late to my appointment.
Uh-huh.
So I show up, and
You're late. Now I'm gonna stick you hard.
no,
No,
they wouldn't see me at all because I was 6 minutes late, and 5 was the cutoff for when they stop seeing patients if they're late. So even though I put all my...
Yeah, but you can come in as a walk-in.
Nope, they weren't taking walk-ins that day. There was this...
Was there a crowd of people there?
No! No! This is the whole thing! They drew on a fucking... They wrote on a...
Do not take this guy.
It was like...
You were blacklisted.
marker
Uh-huh.
on a piece of construction paper taped over the touchscreen to sign in
it
that
said,
said,
"You are
we're
not
not
welcome."
taking anybody who's even slightly late. And I still put my information, I still put it all in
Yeah,
anyway.
you tore that cardboard out of the way.
Because I was 1 minute late.
Yeah.
I had an appointment, and I looked, and no one was here.
Yeah.
The waiting room was empty, and there were 2 people working. Plenty. There were enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I put my information in anyway, and then I sit down,
Oh, she gave
and
you
I
a
hear them in the
stern
back.
talking to.
They
Oh,
start
no.
going, didn't they read the sign? We're not taking any walk-ins. What the fuck? They're like like back and forth at each other, and then they finally, as if I couldn't hear the whole thing.
They open the door.
Stupid are these?
They're just staring you down.
Exactly. They open the door and they're like, "We're not taking walk-ins." I said, "It's not a walk-in. I have an appointment." And she was like, "Well, you were late." And I was like, "I was 6 minutes late. I went to the wrong location."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Hold on." She goes back. Comes back out. "We're not taking it. Sorry, we can't help you." And I was like, "There's no one here." I literally lost it. This is one of the rare moments.
Pocket knife, just cut your hand. What am I gonna do with all this? You're just like smearing blood all over everything.
On her face.
Yeah. How's that taste?
You won't know what this is infected with because you won't fucking test it, you stupid bitch.
Oh God, it tastes like disease.
No, but instead,
That's sick.
As I'm arguing with this woman, this old couple shows up and they sit down.
Walk-ins?
And I go, "There's no one here." And then there's like two
"Oh."
old people there, and she goes, "What are you talking about?" And I just said,
"So you look crazy."
And she's like, "Maybe you can do." They're doing walk-ins in the other one. You can just go there. And I went like that in her face, like I snapped and did like a thumbs up, and I went, "Thanks," and fucking walked out.
Man.
I was not in a good mood at all that day. But that was like I just had it.
But it's good that you weren't. If you would have went there, it probably would have been they'd have been like, stick the needle in, and they're just like, it's like they're churning butter on your vein, just to get you.
That's what the next one did. I think they called ahead and was like, "Hey, make sure you stir up this guy's veins."
Just make sure you really punish him.
Oh, she did too. She was fucking digging around in there. She couldn't like find it or whatever. Just
I think you just stick it in. Oh, I got it.
And this lady was a bitch too. So she's fucking missing the vein. She asked me which arm I wanted. I just arbitrarily pick left.
Yeah.
I guess my right vein is better. But I don't.
Not your problem.
Not my problem.
Yeah,
I wanted my left arm.
She's the professional.
Sticks me twice, misses. And I'm like, okay, I guess you could do the right arm. And I say something when she gets the right arm. I'm like, well, really, it was only once. It was just she put it in the left arm once, but I could see it.
Yeah, like grinding around in there. Yeah,
poking through.
Your whole arm's black and blue afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like. So she goes over, does the right arm, and I go, haha, second time's the charm, I guess.
Oh, no.
And she goes, "Maybe if you told me the right arm in the first place, we wouldn't be having this." I was like,
it's your fault that I suck at my job.
What is going on? Don't you people get overpaid to do this? Will you chill the fuck out? Phlebotomist.
She gets like probably $7.
Oh, it seems like
hour.
It. Jesus Christ.
Man.
I was this close to calling her the C word I was leaving.
Man.
It was so fucking close. I had it with these dumb medical bitches. I just
let it out.
I just
you just take her hand,
and
you just stick it in that box of dirty needles. Oh, you like that? And she's like, ah, like that Saw movie where they threw that lady in the pit of syringes. You ever seen that?
Not that
one. She was like a junkie.
No.
And her Saw punishment was to be this big ogre guy who's like a convict just picks this junkie lady up.
Yeah.
He's like, "You like needles?" Huh? And just like a garbage dump of dirty like a full hospital's load
Ouch.
for 3 years.
Ooh,
just heaped up. And she's in there like, they're like going in everywhere.
Does she die in there?
I don't remember. Saw stupid.
Oh,
but
gosh.
it's
pretty
pretty bad. I had a similar couldn't find the vein person. I was getting a CT scan.
Yeah.
With contrast. So they gotta you drink this shit and then they pump shit inside you.
Yeah.
It glows super.
Yeah.
So the guy's he gives me this 40-minute spiel about how he's the best injector of shit there is. There's none better at injecting people with this shit, which I don't need to know that. I assume you're qualified to stick a needle in my arm.
Yeah.
He proceeds to miss 3,000 times to the point where if he would have missed again, I was going to punch him in the face. Literally over, and it doesn't bother me. Getting a shot or a needle doesn't bother me, but it was way too many times. And I'm thinking, this probably wouldn't even have been a big deal if you hadn't been going, "Nobody sticks people better than me. I'm basically the god of needle threading." And I'm like, "Oh, this will be cool." And then he's like, "Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And I could just feel my eyes getting bigger. Like, I'm going to snap. This guy's going to die. I don't want to kill him, but it's going to happen. This is it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He psyched himself up.
I would have been strangling this guy. The cops would have came and shot me, and
Yeah.
my ass would have been out in my hospital gown. And I'd have been on the news like, I'm the psycho. I tear the guy's hair off. I'm wearing it like a toupee.
Interview everyone who knew you, and they were
right.
like,
Oh, yeah, we saw it coming a long time ago. Oh, man.
yeah, you got to watch out for the people who,
Are supposedly qualified to give you medical attention.
anybody who says, I'm the best at this.
Usually the worst.
Yeah.
You don't have to hype your people just expect
Yeah.
at least a baseline average
performance.
But when you're
Yeah.
nobody does stuff better than me, I'm like the former president.
Right.
You don't have to say how good you are at everything.
I'm the best fucking needler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna needle
Yeah.
you so good. I'm
needle
gonna
the
fill
shit
you
out
with
of you.
fucking. I'm gonna fill you with this white goo.
Adrenochrome, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna pull it out of you and I'm gonna put it into me.
Have a here's some Burger King. Have some McDonald's and make your veins juicy.
Oh, they are juicy. Burgers from McDonald's, not juicy.
No,
It's like
no,
I don't
no.
know how that works, but
No, it's like the salt content makes all the water go, suck out of your
Yeah.
body, and your veins have to grow, I guess, to like,
yeah, stretching.
yeah, get that water back. Yeah. No, I don't know. Vasodilation is the
Jeff
term.
Bezos will dilate you with his dick rocket.
He does have one of those.
Yeah,
He launched it. He had a cowboy hat. He's bald. He's
got
short.
that. His one eye's like this too.
You see, he
Every
also.
picture, he's got that lazy. It's like,
Oh, does he really have a lazy eye?
Any picture of him, his one eye's this open, the other one's this open. It was
Weird.
could be the crack he's on, the adrenochrome overdose.
Yeah. Some side effects.
His one eyeball's super youthful, and the other one's all old and haggard.
Is it the closed one or the open one that's more alive?
I don't know.
But he's sort of like Elon's like reverse anti-Elon, I would say.
I didn't send it to you.
What?
Did you see the video of Elon dancing his
No.
way out onto stage? And he does a striptease, and he pulls his coat off and flings it. And he comes out with the walk like an Egyptian dance,
Uh-huh.
but it's terrible. He's just like this. And everyone in the crowd's like, yeah, Elon, you're my man. And he's like, he pulls his coat off, and he's like, and he throws it. Weirdest shit I have ever seen.
Was that for the Cybertruck unveiling a
It
couple
could
years
have been.
ago?
I don't know, but I watched it. I'd never seen it before.
whole
I
thing.
threw up in my mouth, and I watched it like 4 more times thinking, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? You don't got to dance around like a retard.
Well, I
You've
think
got all the money.
the consensus seems to be that Elon doesn't want to be. He wants to be like
Cool. He wants to be loved,
cool and famous. He wants to be like a comedian,
but he's not.
but he's not funny.
He's not funny.
What he was in the news for last week.
He's got chronic burger syndrome, I think.
to keep things in the current event realm was he called some guy with
Downs.
no. He said he called him a retard basically on Twitter, but he was not retarded. He had muscular dystrophy, which is a different thing. It's a body affliction.
He's body retarded.
Yes.
You could say body retarded.
Well, here's the problem.
He didn't say body retarded.
No.
He said you're a mentally retarded person.
No, but this guy, his computer. He worked at Twitter, all right, in fucking Norway or something.
Okay.
And so the Norway branch of Twitter, this guy works for. His computer just shuts off and never turns back on. He tweets at Elon Musk. He says, "Am I laid off?" And Elon is like, "What? What have you been doing for the?" He's like, "My computer got shut off 7 days ago. Am I laid off?" And he's like, "What have you been doing for the past 7 days?" And he's like, "I don't know. My computer's. I'm trying to get a hold of HR. I'm disabled." And he's like, "That's your excuse for not working for 7 days?" And then he just proceeded to berate him on about how
He doesn't have an army
lazy
of minions
and
that take care of everything for him like he does.
what ended up happening is apparently this guy's company got bought by Twitter, and so he's on some kind of like legacy super mega golden parachute contract that if
Yeah.
he gets laid off, he gets all the money.
$1 zillion. Yeah.
So Elon Musk had to apologize
right.
and take back everything he
yeah.
said.
He's like, you're an idiot. You're stupid.
Which is a real sign of weakness, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to see you go up the steps, cripple. That's what he said to him. Why don't you work them legs like a normie?
Hey, well. He starts impersonating the fucking electric chair. Oh, what are you gonna do? Run me over?
You're gonna run my toes over with your wheelchair?
Yeah. But that's a real sign of weakness for the company that they can't. Let's say that was true, and well, it was true. But if Elon just doubled down and they gave this guy his golden parachute money, how much could it be? How much could it possibly be that it would hurt Twitter like so much that Elon needs to swallow his pride, which he never does?
$25 billion.
It must be, because like Elon is such a child. He never swallows his pride for anything.
Just because he's super rich doesn't mean he's qualified for anything.
Clearly not.
No, well, that's what people figure. They don't figure on. They figure he's so rich, he must be hyper qualified for everything. But in reality, he could be eating napkins every night for dinner and completely incompetent in every way. He's just like, I like the napkins with the Arby's logo. Nom, nom, nom. You know? Like, you don't know.
Yeah, no.
Just because you got money doesn't mean you're smart or good at anything.
I mean, I saw...
You could have just lucked out.
I saw that picture of him from the PayPal days with the bad hair.
He may have just been...
He might have just eaten all of his own hair.
Good. He might have just got lucky with all this stuff. He's like, we need to go to outer space. And they're like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they were just like, he managed to find 6 guys that were really good. And they're like, all right, we could do it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm the best.
Yes. Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I made it happen by myself.
He gets a little too much credit, and he gets credit from smart people.
Yeah. He doesn't have a laboratory. Good. He's not building rockets. No. He's just like, I'm the idea guy.
Which is the easiest job to have.
I have a lot of ideas.
The idea guy?
Unfortunately, all of them are going nowhere.
He's basically an executive producer for like a show where all they do is, what if we made Baby Yoda gay? You know, and then that's it. And then they go home to their $50 million home.
Yep. Baby Yoda. This is kind of gay. I love Yoda. Baby Yoda. Adorable, yes, but...
Yeah. It's coming. I mean, as the days go by...
that's why Yoda never got married?
Gay. He's a gay.
All the Jedis, it's like being a priest.
Oh! This joke's been made before, yes.
Fuck,
but
I just came up with it now.
But it's true. Yeah.
They're all like...
They're touching the kids.
Remember all those kids? You know why Vader killed them all?
Touch my lightsaber.
That rage.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with you so bad. He's just.
I thought you were gonna say Anakin was touched, so he was killing all the touchers.
Yeah. Well, no. Sometimes you touch and repeat. You know.
That's
just
true.
Keep the legacy touching
that is
going
true.
on.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. Touch and repeat.
That's not fair. It's sad. If you were just normal and then you get touched and then you become a diddler because you're something about your brain chemistry
you get activated too soon and then your brain's all fucked up for life.
Yeah, if it's like your first experience.
You should have just been like smashing trucks together, but now you just want to smash
wieners together.
Yes. Docking. Aggressive docking.
And you're like, this only works when one's big and the other one's little.
All the kids have bigger ones than me. I don't understand.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Yep.
Anakin, you're so small.
I know. He's just
amazing.
chopping them.
How did he get Padma pregnant? It's just with that micro penis.
I don't think it was him.
Obi-Wan did it.
That's what my thought.
Because
Obi-Wan's just like, he's got a micro penis. He can't even get in there.
I've seen it. I've touched it.
Yeah, I was the one.
I'm the diddler.
Yeah, I turned him to the dark side.
I
turned him out to the dark side.
That's right. That's right. And then he acts all confused.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
Just like a priest would, where they're like, I'm sorry that you're confused.
I'm torn between...
Now we know.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
Groundbreaking.
It is insinuated that Obi-Wan that Anakin is
they never
insecure that Obi-Wan's banging Padma.
Because he was, probably. I mean, he was a man.
Good.
Anakin's just a little kid. He's like,
When Miss Acne clears up, you want to have intercourse?
and she's like, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, I'm beautiful. You suck.
Yeah.
You got that braid thing. Get out of here, nerd.
How many women go for younger guys anyway? Isn't it usually older? Don't they like them older? They're always like, I need a more mature
I think it depends,
man.
but in her case, she's like a princess with like authority.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd want to be looking for like a little boy toy, immature turd. She'd want like, man, I want man.
Well, what's it in the first scene where they talk? I've talked about this before. We watch these movies, me and my wife, every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And their first interaction is him showboating and then complaining.
Whoa.
Directly after. Him and Obi-Wan show up, all right? They walk into the room with all the senators to talk to Princess, what's her face? Padma? And Senator Senator
Pamela?
Pamela Amela?
Anderson?
And Obi-Wan says, we're just going to protect you. We're not going to try to find who's doing this.
We're just
and then
bodyguards.
Anakin said, yes, we are. I'm going to find him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kill him real good.
I'm a detective.
And then
Detective.
Princess Padma. Why can't I figure out her
Panama? Princess Panama?
We were plagued with this issue on this podcast.
It's part of the tism. It's okay. People love it.
And she says she ignores him, addresses Obi-Wan, and says, we'll go on your authority, the real Jedi in the room. And then he stands up and he's like,
what do you mean?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm a Jedi.
What do you think I'm small? You think I'm small? I'll show you right now.
And he shows them and they're like, oh boy, that's one of the smallest I've ever seen. I've been through the galaxies. I've seen them all.
That happened on a reality show.
Oh, Lord.
That I was watching recently.
What?
Below Deck. Below Dick. That's what as I refer to it. Below Deck is a show about a bunch of losers working on a yacht.
Yes.
A bunch of hot losers.
But then they go wild when they're not doing their work.
That's the worst part of the show.
It's like, what's that show from MTV with the house? Oh, fuck. I'm thinking Full House.
House of Mouse?
It's not Full House. It's, shit. It's the first reality show ever.
Don't know.
Fuck. All right, whatever.
So anyway,
the
show, and there was this guy.
Real World. It was Real World.
Super drunk, and all these girls, and they're all curled up in the guest room because it's their last day on charter or whatever. So they're all like, "Show us your wiener, show us your wiener," and then he's like,
I'm gonna do it. It's pretty big.
and they're like, "Do it, yes, do it, show us your wiener."
Are those their boobs?
I don't know. They're like all under the covers.
It's just like you see the covers moving around.
Yeah.
I'm, like, in my mind, I'm like, that's a pretty floppy breastises.
He goes,
Okay.
and he does this weird thing where he kind of like pulls it down with the backs of his hands, like he's like, you know, and they all laugh at it. Of course, nobody says anything, but the girl that was interested in him goes to his room that night, and you think they're gonna get it on.
And she's like, I'm sorry, your penis is tiny.
she's like, I'm sorry, I just can't do this, and then she leaves.
and he's just like,
yeah, exactly.
That's life as a child.
This guy was such a loser too. He also tried to get a promotion on the last day.
Yeah,
he went up to
usually
his
when you
boss,
do
and he was like,
Come on, man. You gotta give it to me. Come on, man. Just give me the.
and the guy's like, what? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Shit, whatever. Get out of my fucking face. All these Australians and shit. These
just
South
throws
Africans.
him overboard, feeds him to the sharks.
I wish. This show sucks so bad. All reality TV makes me sick.
Pretty bad.
Me and my wife are thinking about producing a show where we just watch reality TV and fucking shit on it. But after last night, she's new to TikTok, and
she's being consumed by it right now as we speak.
she might be, honestly. It took a hold of her. My wife has been staunchly anti-TikTok, as have I, for the last couple of years, and it's grabbed hold of her last night. I saw it sink in its chemical claws into her. You know what I mean? Because I was playing Fallout 4, and she was just watching TikTok, and I'm listening to the fucking shit that people are saying, and it's making me physically repulsed.
You turned into a palsy.
No.
You had the palsy after that.
Oh, it turned me. Yeah, it gave me the palsy for sure. It's full of like ladies. TikTok is like full of women hawking fucking like
how-to bullshit.
Yeah, like relationship advice, even though they're 35 and single.
And single, yes.
Yeah.
If you can't get it together by then, you've missed
over.
You've missed your boat. All that's
over.
left are the scraps.
Yeah.
That's why you got to nail it down, like in your 20s, late 20s area.
Yeah.
Once you get to your mid 30s, it's thinning out fast.
Yeah.
I got 7 kids by 12 different guys. I'm not sure whose is whose.
Yeah.
And I've also got a drug problem, but I've taken care of it. I'm not on drugs.
Yeah.
And yeah, you wanna go on a date?
No.
Yeah,
Sorry.
somebody honestly
Got face tattoos.
that advice isn't around. Nobody tells these people that the places to meet people and the number of people you meet drastically decline.
Yeah, when
as
you
age.
gotta go to the club and find a real winner. Yeah, he's like, "Yo, baby, you mind if I do you one time and never talk to you
Yeah.
again?"
Yeah.
Maybe
he's the one.
I think he loves me.
Yeah.
No, I totally don't love you, babe. And then, like,
Yeah, and then these idiots, they go on TikTok the next day after, and they're like,
I can't believe this.
I've decided I'm going to be celibate. I'm not going to sleep with any man that I meet on the first night. Oh,
So
how
he just starts twerking back.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, Fernando, you're back. He's like, I forgot my hat, bro.
Keep making the same mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
There are podcasts with these types of ladies
I've heard.
currently making millions of dollars
I know.
through advertising.
I heard one at work. You don't normally hear two cackling women talking about lady problems in a construction site, but this guy loved that show. Like, it was these two ladies. They're like, oh my God, and then this guy did this. It was a really horrific story, which I actually enjoyed listening to it. But I was thinking to myself, who fucking listens to this crap? Apparently...
Was it Call Her Daddy? That's like the most famous one. She got $60 million from Spotify to be Spotify exclusive, which was second to Joe Rogan's $100 million. Gender pay gap. Just kidding.
Oh, God.
The gender pay gap, I've heard, exists because women don't do like good paying trades work.
Oh, there's women's in the tradeses.
Really?
Like 7. Yeah.
It's in the world?
Yeah. No, I mean, I've met maybe 4 electrician women and 3-4 plumbing women, maybe in my days.
That's it. Yeah.
Out of endless men.
Yeah. Were they
8.
dressed like
8 out of endless men.
Were they dressed like
Some of
anime
them,
waifu mechanic with the overalls and the big and the giant pipe wrench and the goggles, and they're like, I'm ready to. No,
most of them are scary. So scary. The one I worked with in New York worked with me, and she was like a experienced plumber that apparently couldn't think or remember anything. And I was like just an apprentice at the time. She'd ask me everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh boy. But I deemed her name was Janet. I named her Jan the Man.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Bull Dyke.
No, she wasn't gay.
Oh.
I don't think so. I mean, she had a kid that was grown up. I don't know. But she was just
can
like,
happen.
She was just like, like all surly, and it was weird. I don't know.
My friends had never heard that term.
What?
I said it randomly when we were hanging out. I said Bull Dyke
Oh,
to describe.
like Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna pin you down and make you mine.
they were like, I've never heard that before. And then I was like, Google it. And it's literally in the Oxford Dictionary. And you can click on it, and it'll say it. It'll go, Bull Dyke.
Oh.
Bull Dyke. Bull Dyke. Bull
Remix. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, in other news,
Yep.
actually, before I change this topic, I'm going to turn the camera off and on.
Oh, God. So, I was going to tell you about some my plumbing drama.
Yeah.
So, I'm working on a job run by a union outfit that's very strict and butthole-like. Mm-hmm. Okay. They called the drug bus to the job. Drug bus.
Yes.
So they pull up in a mobile dick inspection van
Yeah.
and make 40 to 50 guys pee in a cup all at once.
Yeah.
Not all at once. Mostly all at once, in groups.
No.
As soon as it pulls up, the whole job, drug van, because of course everybody's on drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 6 guys from my group. 3 of them immediately leave, vanish from the job site, because of course it's better to get banished from the job site than have the dirty streak on your good name.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But if you do that, they assume that you're on drugs and you get blacklisted from the job.
Right.
So
3 of 6.
3 of 6.
So half your fucking.
The 3 senior people that have been at this job since the beginning
Yeah.
are the 3 that leave, including the foreman, making me the lead guy. And I've been there for a week.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. This is huge thing. They're all just like, whew, gone. And then as soon as they leave, the guy's like, what's, you gonna have this done by next week? I'm like, what? You know, we gotta be done like next week. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. I've been in the basement for a week. Now I gotta know what's going on the roof and
Yeah.
every corner of the building. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was tweaking out, so stressed. Came home every night, just passed out on the couch from running around like a retard.
Yeah.
Ugh, terrible.
So to be clear, you had to go check on every other group of people on the job.
No, just there was me, another plumber, and 2 other plumbers.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the other plumbers tested dirty too, but he stayed. He took the test like a man.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm going to be gone any minute. I'm going to be gone. They're going to take me. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to be gone.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody tell you you're gone? No.
Yeah.
Well, relax. Oh, they're going to get me. They're going to get me. I'm like, okay, whatever. It was a whole thing. And for the most part, it's probably weed that they're running for their lives from.
Yeah.
Not like heroin or fentanyl or something.
Right, because they wouldn't be functional.
Right, and they don't do it at work. It's
Right.
like still in your, it's all just for insurance. There's no safety aspect.
Right.
They're not trying to save you,
Yeah.
which is the guys it's in. Like,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
trying to keep everyone safe. Meanwhile, it's an insurance break. They probably get like 40 grand off their insurance every year because they do these random tests,
Right.
which ruin people's lives. Yeah, I come to work every day. But when that van comes, I run for the hills.
How do you?
Yeah.
I've made very little money in this business.
Yeah, right.
Because the vans keep coming,
Yeah.
and I keep running.
Well, the whole time I've worked there, I've never seen one of these vans. I've heard the tales,
Yeah.
but it pulled up. It was crazy. Everybody was running around. All
Let's
hell was
say
breaking
if
loose.
you're on the drug,
Yeah.
and you get injured on the job,
Oh, yeah.
what happens then?
They could test you. I think it depends on the level. My hand got smashed at work, and I had to go get stitches. They glued me.
Oh.
The doctor was like, should I stitch you? Should I glue you? And I'm like, looking at her like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know why you're asking me this. She's like, I could just glue you. I'm like, I don't know why you're asking me.
Yeah. Once
Just,
again.
is it me or you that's in charge? I don't know.
yeah.
Just stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
But they never tested me for that. But then I think they test you if in certain circumstances. It probably depends on how catastrophic and or what job it is. It could be.
Yeah.
It depends on who's running it or whatever.
Right. But then you are not, you have to pay for it then.
Oh, if you're on drugs, they can dump you off on the side of the road and leave you to die. Yeah.
And they will.
Oh, yeah. But they don't necessarily fire you
Right.
because you can just say, oh, I have a problem. And they're like, oh, there. We'll get through this together.
Yeah. Well, tell me again about. I think you didn't mention it on the podcast yet, but you said you told a tale recently of a man in a porta potty fell out with his ass.
Oh God, there was a guy in a porta potty on a job who was shooting heroin in the porta potty.
Yeah, as you do.
I mean, there's no cleaner place to stick a dirty needle in yourself. But he's sitting in the crapper, pants around his ankles. I don't know where he sticks this needle. Maybe his taint, maybe the tip of his wiener. I don't know what gets you higher, but he's doing it, whatever one it is.
Yeah.
Luckily for this guy, he didn't latch the little poop with friends, poop alone lever.
Surprising. You'd think he would.
You would want privacy,
but
all he cared about is get that shit in my system.
Get the door shut. Get the needle out.
He probably already had it half in, waddling up to the shit house.
Yeah.
So anyway, he ODs in the porta-john, slumps forward, and his head pushes the door open, and it was raining out. He lands face down, ass up in a mud puddle while it's raining. Dead.
Yeah.
And then they some guys grabbed him and started splashing water on him, which doesn't bring you back if you're dead.
Yeah.
They're like, come on, buddy, come on. And he's just corpse.
Yeah.
And then the cops came and they Narcaned him, and he's like, oh, geez, that was weird. And then and he's like, well, all right, I'm out of here. And then, was off. But then, of course, there was all kinds of tales in the porta-john of, make sure the door lever's closed if you're shooting heroin and,
make sure it's closed.
I don't know, because, they don't want
they
you
don't
to
want
live. Everybody's very dark in the construction work.
Do us all a favor.
Yeah.
Die in
just
there.
Die. I mean, we're paying for those Narcan shots, and I don't want to waste another one on your worthless ass.
Do they overcharge for Narcan like they do for diabetes medication?
I'm sure, because they sell them to the town for you're probably going to need $3 million in the town you live in. You're like, oh, geez,
for a town of 3,000 people.
Yeah. Well, small town.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs.
Yes, indeed.
Eat that Skittles fentanyl. Tastes good. Goes down smooth.
I wonder how much in this neighborhood.
Oh, a lot.
But it's probably mostly prescription, I imagine.
Who knows?
There are people peeling out, though.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's a sign of drug intake or maybe drug deal.
No, it's probably just douchebags.
Very possible.
Yeah, I'm in a residential neighborhood. You know what I'm going to do? Burn rubber. 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, my dick.
I'm going 30.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They still stop at the stop signs.
They don't in my neighborhood.
I walk
out in front of them, too.
The old people go, they slow slightly down,
and they just roll.
And then they roll through. The young people, they're like, man. And they stop. They make a full stop, and then they're...
No, floor it.
Floor it off the stop, and then when they hit 25, they slow down.
Help the environment.
No. And their vehicles are loud, but not fast. So it's, as they're fucking
going nowhere.
And they just... Exactly.
The speed of a Prius.
Yeah. Impressive work. I had a Nissan Sentra with a cracked tailpipe.
No, it sounded badass.
It did, but it was slow. And it was an accident.
Oh.
It wasn't. I did not.
Yeah, right.
I didn't
just
install
falling apart.
it.
Yeah.
But
nice.
my brother was a fan of the noise.
Oh.
He had a fart can on his
Civic.
Yeah. But then he upgraded to a
Ballermobile.
To the. I don't know what he has now. I think he's gotten rid of all of his nice.
No, he's got a supercar.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, Subaru, right?
Yeah, he never drives it.
Right.
He's got a supercar he never drives.
Right. Well, that's life as a parent,
I guess. I don't know. Well, I think him and his wife work at the same place. So they just carpool instead of him having to drive his Ballermobile.
Yeah,
so he just pimps it out and cruises around annoying old people.
And that is 90% of what you do with your car is drive to work. Mm-hmm. Not this guy.
No.
But hey.
15 miles on that baby.
It has a comically low number of miles that I've put on it. Especially with COVID, when there was just complete shutdown. I probably could have changed my license plate to or what do you do when you don't?
I think you can insure it as like a hobby vehicle, or I don't drive. I drive it 12 miles a year.
Right. But that could be ending soon because what's been in the news? SVB, Silicon Valley Bank,
I would not put my money there.
is insolvent, and everybody's trying to pull their money out.
FDIC insured, though.
Only up to $250,000 per client.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Nope.
Oh, what? You mean nobody thought it through and they were putting billions in a bank that's insured for $250?
Correct.
Yeah, that's smart. Fucking retard running the show over there.
Well, the thing is it's not just a bank. They're a pseudo VC lender, venture capitalist.
Ooh.
And so people with upstarts that can't get funded through traditional
Like, don't worry, we
venture
got all
capitalists
kinds of money.
go to this bank, the Silicon Valley Bank. I'm in Silicon Valley. That bank's called Silicon Valley. I'm all about that Silicon Valley life. And they mosey on down to the bank. And
their
they're like,
Segway.
I have an idea
They don't walk
for
around
an
there.
app.
They're like,
You take pictures of your shit, and it tells you how close to death you are.
Oh.
And then they're like, tell
Good
me more,
idea.
tell me more. And they're like, actually, don't tell me more. Here's $1 billion.
yeah, make it
And
happen.
then they're like, I'm never going to pay this back.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Good idea.
yeah. So apparently they made too many risky bets because they
Well,
are insolvent, which means you can't honor your debts.
from what I saw, there was like a big problem, but it wasn't super big till there was a run on the bank and everybody tried to pull their money all at the same time. That's what crashed the bank. That's
Sure.
what crashes it every time.
True.
If you just wait it out, it'd probably be okay. But everybody's like, oh, I got to get my billions out right now.
Yes.
And they're like, I'd like to withdraw.
$3.8 billion.
Yes, right now. Cash.
Yes.
Sir, we don't keep that kind of cash on hand.
And so my startup that I work for did take money from this bank, did have money held at the bank. They claim that they moved those funds to a different bank. That will also probably go under. But we're going to find out if that's just a load of shit, and my CEO and all of his pals are currently...
He's shredding papers right now.
Yeah.
There's a mysterious fire in your headquarters.
Yeah, they're just buying time. Because if we don't get paid this Wednesday...
Yeah, all hell's going to break loose.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I will lose a job and not get paid and probably not get a severance. And then I'll be out on the street, so to
You'll be
speak.
fine. You'll get unemployment.
That's true.
That's a percentage of your money.
How much? What percentage?
I think it's less than 50.
That's no good.
No, it's still some, though. I mean, you're not going to, like, have to eat your neighbors.
Well-
unless you want to.
While I'm on unemployment, I will follow you to your work site with a camera and just try to. I guess I'll just do this full time.
There you go.
You know?
We'll just hook a microphone to you.
Yeah.
I'll sign you up as an apprentice.
Yeah.
You just go to work as an apprentice.
Yeah.
And you just record everything and see what the life of an apprentice is like and share it with the world.
Oh, totally.
No one will ever join a trade again.
It's so true.
Just you're to blame for everything. You get shit on for everything, and you have to do all the worst things.
Oh, so I'll actually have to do apprentice work.
Oh, you'd have to.
Damn it.
But I'd get $1,000 for signing you on.
Oh,
so that'd
wow.
be pretty sweet.
I'm sure I'd do okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've done some of the stuff
if
back
you're
in the day.
Smart enough to like make it to work every day on time. I think that's all it takes. I
And
mean,
do what you're told.
Yeah, and do this. No, he doesn't have it. We have guys like that, and they don't get fired because we need people that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, do this.
Yeah.
No, not that. There was a story, I think Thursday.
Yes.
My buddy at work tells me there's a guy who's comically terrible at everything.
Yeah.
My buddy says it's 6 o'clock in the morning. They're getting ready to get started, and he pulled a hot dog out of his pocket and ate it. Pocket hot dog. Just a random, like he cooked it with his thigh heat. Not like on a bun, just like a wiener in there. He was just like,
No.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, these are the kind of people I'm dealing with.
That is retarded behavior.
I know.
Clinically.
Me and this guy were once on a 6-story building
Yeah.
with a door that you could fall to your death.
Yeah.
He's standing on an appliance dolly, like it's a skateboard. And he's like, the door's open. What? You lose your balance. He's not graceful. If he loses his balance, easily could fly out this window. And I'm thinking to myself, should I say something or should I just wait for him to fall out the window?
Be rid of him.
Yeah. So I told him, I don't want it on my conscience that I've let him fly out the window and explode.
Yeah.
Because he would explode. He's a big one.
Oh,
People be picking him off the wall. Oh, God.
A big one.
Yeah. I don't know. Yep.
Bearded guy? Same guy?
No.
Different guy?
No, he's frail and thin. Looks like Charlie Manson if he was gay. Gay Charlie Manson with a beard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's got a little swastika on his forehead.
He's balding.
Yeah.
But his beard's this long. Like, he can't get it here. So he's like, oh, look, I got hair here.
That's not what you do. I mean, that is what some people do. If you're like a Navy SEAL,
you could just, who cares?
shave it all off.
No.
Yeah, shave
No,
it.
It just doesn't.
You wouldn't advise people with bad hair and big beards to just go completely.
We work with pipe.
Some people got bad head shape. They got like
malformed.
Yeah, they got the flat because
Parents didn't roll them right.
Didn't roll them. That's probably why they're where they are in life. Not to say plumbing, but to say like on drugs and not showing up on time.
There's a lot of pressure on their medulla oblongata, so now they're stuck in a retard habitat.
Exactly. Habitat.
Habitat for inhumanity. Oh, God.
Conservation is important.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. Yep. That's it. I work with retards. Plumbing sucks. Welcome aboard. If you're desperate, I could definitely get you something to do.
That's good.
It's
good to know.
Till you could like slither away and free yourself.
Yeah.
Not saying you would want to. I'm just saying I'm there for you. Oh, God.
We shall see.
It could be a life-changing event, and all of a sudden you're like, what have I been doing with my life? I can call people dirty piece of shit all day, and
it's true.
It's just part of my life now.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know that in any kind of job where working,
all you have to do is do what
all
you're
you gotta
told.
do is do what you're told, and that's
do
considered like
do a pretty average job, and you're like a superstar. So if you go above average, they're like, whoa, this guy, he's doing things we didn't even tell him to do.
That's right.
Yeah. Gold mine.
Back from my days as a janitor.
Yep.
/ what would you maintenance crew?
Maintenanceman
/ janitor. Mm-hmm. I found that my bare minimum was way higher than many other people's bare minimum. It turns out my bare minimum is doing what I'm told to the full extent.
Yeah.
And that is like
do you the task to completion? Holy crap, who would have thought?
Yeah, that's nuts. And it's honestly kind of relaxing when you do get like a good long task that
you're busy, time's moving along.
You're listening. I had my podcast in one ear, and it would actually aggravate me when people would interrupt me with stupid bullshit.
Hey, you wanna try lifting this thing with me? Huh? No. Did I tell you about this girl that I'm trying to date that she's hideously offended by my presence?
I gotta. Is this? Did I bring this guy up on this podcast? Mm-hmm. Ryan?
I don't know.
I won't say his last name. I kind of want to. I don't think he's alive anymore. Like, he can't be. He was such a loser.
No, they're the ones that are running the country. So
short, fat, wife beater, bad hair. Mm-hmm. I'm talking 5'4".
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Danny DeVito, Italian.
The younger years.
Idolizes more successful, more handsome Italians.
He wishes he was...
what's his name? De Niro. He's a DeVito. But he thinks he's a De Niro.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
About it.
This guy, very clearly balding, turned his mess into a sort of mohawk.
A faux hawk.
And he shows up to work with aviators, and he says, I'm De Niro from Taxi Driver. And we're all looking at each other like, no, you ain't.
De Niro was like 170 pounds in that movie.
Yeah, he was muscular.
Strapping.
Yes. The scene with him in the underwear with his gun.
He was in love with a child prostitute. I mean, he was willing to kill everybody.
Why do people, idiots, morons, why do they idolize
I don't know.
creepazoids
I mean,
from film?
He was pretty badass. He murdered like that entire pimp house.
But he was a clinical retard
Oh.
going to the porn house.
Yeah.
Watching. He is so stupid that he brought some like reporter, beautiful
He's like, you want to go
politician
see
lady.
a movie? And she's like, yes, that sounds great. And he's like, do me like I've never been done before. He's like, that's a pretty good one, huh? And she's like,
And he's confused.
He's like, oh, you stupid bitch.
They get together at the end.
He's like,
Inexplicably,
I thought-
after he kills all those people.
I thought you wanted to act this movie out after the movie date. No? I thought that's how life worked.
That movie actually baffles me.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver.
I like the gun on the drawer hinge or roller that comes out of his.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
and shoots that guy in the face. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
He's like, hey, my face.
Yeah. It's very like realistic feeling
It was very cool, but
and cool and
it's
gritty.
not my idol. No way.
No, of course not. But people, they're like,
He's so cool.
dude, Taxi Driver.
Look, he's having a breakdown.
Taxi.
Look at him. He's losing his
He
shit.
tries to assassinate a politician.
Yeah.
He just like changes his mind at the last second because
He's
the
like-
people in suits are like can see him and see
Wow,
he's
I need to-
clearly unhinged.
I need to kill some lesser people than these guys are
Yeah.
gonna fight back.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of message is that? And here's what baffles me about that movie is the ending. The after I thought he died, right? You're supposed to think he shoots everyone up, but he also
He's
gets
wounded,
shot. He's
yeah.
wounded mortally.
Yeah.
And
All I want is Jodie Foster's sweet ass.
he's laying and bleeding out from his like carotid on
Yeah.
the floor, and this camera's like panning out. Inexplicably, in the next scene, he's back to driving taxis. Band-Aid on the neck, hair's all grown back. The lady that he had a bad date with is in the back of the taxi, and she's looking at him like a hero.
Yeah.
And he's like,
That's right, man.
and then the credits roll. And I Googled, is this like an like, is this like him in the afterlife?
Right,
is
right.
this his sort of like few remaining
Yeah, as he's
moments?
dying, his brain's going, you're in heaven now.
No, the answer is no. Straight from the horse's mouth, the director, fucking Scorsese, right? Oh, that's gonna hurt if I'm wrong. Said no. That's really the ending. And I'm like, what is it? What? So he was right. Everything he did was good, and he's a hero now. Get the fuck out of here.
He's all right. He's
Anyway,
he's
I'm sorry.
a chomo.
I'm sorry. I go on these rants and these tangents.
He likes the children, but
No, nobody cares. I know.
Jodie Foster dressed up like a cowgirl.
It's so hard caring about stuff that
Karen?
no one cares. And that's like my.
Karen?
I am this close to being as retarded as my oldest brother. It's true.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
I am like one brain cell
Did you
different.
wrangle him? Did
No.
you trap him?
We're apparently this coming weekend.
Well, I can't wait.
For context, for the audience who doesn't know about my dysfunctional family problems, my oldest brother has got the tism and won't take care of even the most basic,
The most simple task.
like
Out of-
having a
out of
job,
reach.
and it's I don't know how much. Let's just say there was an accident that could have turned into a really great and wonderful thing
For him, yeah. Like,
in the form of six-figure
Yeah.
plus compensation if he
He's-
would just show up to court and talk to his lawyer.
Yeah.
But he can't do it. So that money is never going to happen, even though he could desperately use it because he owes like $70,000 to a defunct college institution, the Art Institute of Pittsburgh.
don't pay that. I wouldn't pay
Clearly not.
it back. Yeah,
Clearly
never.
not. Clearly, the key is to just ignore it.
Yep.
And when the people come calling, ignore them too.
Yep.
But you can't get rid of student debt. You can't just go bankrupt. It stays with you forever, and then it goes to your
Yeah,
cosigner.
but
if
Joe
you
Biden's
die.
going to give everybody free college here.
No,
Any
they're
minute.
not. No, they actually specifically took the route to not making that a possibility. It's like throwing an interception on purpose in football. There's a guy in quadruple coverage running down the fucking sideline, not open at all.
Not open.
And here's Joe Biden with the student loan forgiveness football, and he's like, I'm sure he'll catch it, throws it, and 8 other people
all catch it at the same time.
Yeah.
In a group, bowl through everyone.
Run it back for a touchdown.
Yes.
That is, but he did it on purpose. It's like somebody in his ear was like, I'm going to lose this bet if you don't throw this game. You know what I mean? No, but
Kamala Harris.
Democrats and Republicans have no interest in helping anybody out, ever.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Democrats just like to put on a show where they're like, look, we're helping. Aren't we so great? The fucking, all you have to do to not be a Republican is just be like, they, them. And then people are like,
bravo.
they're like, what about their voting record where they put black people in prison for like 15 years for like
Smoking crack.
drug charges, for like weed possession, and you get life sentences.
They deserve to die.
And Joe Biden was there being like, crime and punishment, crime
He was a guy.
and punishment.
But he also said that he was graduated at the top of his class and was the smartest man ever, and that he's smarter than you and me and everyone
and little
else.
kids touched his hairy legs in a
And
pool.
They looked it up, and he was none of those things.
Yeah, he was like
just
fourth from last.
yeah,
Something like that.
which is fine.
Yeah, that's fine. It's classic politician. Apparently, they all just talk right out of their asshole.
Yeah,
They might as well just hold.
Our Chinese overlords take their foothold.
They already. They're the.
They gotcha.
They're already
in your house now.
They are. Yeah.
You were talking and ticking.
They're like,
Got them.
this one's gonna be a problem.
That's what they're doing it for.
This one resists the tism.
Yep.
He must be killed.
All they're doing is seeking out people that have a lot of American flag things and gun videos, and they're just like, that's who we hit first.
That's right.
All the patriots immediately wiped out.
Patriot
Then the ones that are
talk.
twerking, they're like, they will put up no effort to
Yes.
stop us.
Yes. Well, what's that say?
Battery, danger, warning.
Oh, I wonder how long ago that happened.
Recently. No. Oh, the junk. Not the junk on camera. Oh. Just like that time I made a movie.
This is supposed to last longer than an hour. All right.
Did we go an hour already?
We did.
Oh. What the heck is this?
That's no big deal. It ends abruptly.
My buddy from work just sent me this. It's the Sloth Twins.
Oh my
in
God.
like a weird car. Someone's driving that thing around.
Some kind of
Advertising.
What is this, the 90s?
Yeah.
It looks like straight out of Better Call Saul.
Oh, you better go.
You take one of those vehicles, you drive them in low-income neighborhoods filled with criminals. As
Lord.
Market yourself as the criminal lawyer, so to
Ugh.
speak. Just like Better Call Saul.
Criminalians.
Bobbity boobity. Where's the fucking charger?
Boobity, bobbity. Oh, ooh, that feels good. Right here's the spot.
Oh, I can take this piece of shit off my head.
Like a rotisserie chicken. Oh man, what an intense podcast. Whew. So intense, so much emotion.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We covered it all, really. We went around the globe,
And
so
back.
to speak. Oh, I gotta turn this off.
Is this your purse? Are you transitioning?